Okay, this is going to be a quick recap for the day, and I'll just go over the two trades that I took. So first thing I saw coming in was on the weekly. We swept out these lows, which I wanted to see get swept before a move higher, and we're still holding this weekly gap. From there I went to the daily. We had yesterday swept these lows. We also had this old gap here that we hit, and this is previous day low here, so I expected this to hold. I didn't expect us to trade lower off that. And then from there I pretty much looked at the 4 hour, and this was my draw for the day, just this 4 hour gap. And this 1 hour gap. Coming into the morning, we also rebalanced this 1 hour range. Oops. And we had these stacked highs here. So my bias was just bullish. Pretty much I only wanted to look for longs. On top of that, we had CPI, which came out pretty bullish. Here's our CPI candle right here. So I pretty much just expected move higher at open. So you can see at what we did at open, came a little bit lower and then continuation higher. So my idea was just to look for a continuation long today. So the first trade that I took was around here. Also, I did look for something right at open because I was pretty sure about direction, but there wasn't really much of a good entry. There was just this 3-minute rejection block, which swept these lows and held the 15-minute gap right here, and this old new day opening gap, but this the risk was just a bit too much. This 3-minute was pretty big, so I waited a little longer, and my first shot at longs was just this 1 minute CISD here, which was off of midnight open, and this 15-minute gap here, or no, this 15-minute didn't open yet. It was actually just off of the 1 minute range right here. So this 1 minute range and this 1 minute gap and midnight open right here. Here's the 1 minute equilibrium, and we still had the draw, which was the 4 hour gap above, and here's Asia high. So I gave this a shot. This looked pretty decent. Only problem was it was just too close to 10 a.m. and we hadn't rebalanced the 5-minute range. We didn't have any 5 or 15-minute gaps. Really, it looked decent with midnight being here, but we didn't have this 15-minute yet. We just had this 1 minute range, but I was pretty sure about direction, so I just gave this a shot. 1 minute CSD just entered on the pullback to this right here, and this was pretty much just a break-even trade. So this goes for a little bit, break even, and then fails because we have 10 a.m. open, and when 10 a.m. opens we actually have a 15-minute gap, which looks a lot better, and we actually had this range. So higher time frame range and actual 15-minute gap, and we had 10 a.m. opening lower into this gap, so this was like perfect A plus 10 a.m. continuation. And I just entered on the first 1 minute rejection block because I was really sure, like I said, about direction, really sure about the draw, so I didn't think we needed to come any lower. Same thing on ES. So yeah, I think let me go back to 10 a.m. Pretty much looked the same. We didn't have any SMTs, I don't think. Here's 10 a.m. for ES. We saw an Asia high here. So I went ahead and took this 1 minute rejection block off of the 15-minute gap and equilibrium of this 5-minute range right here. And this was really good setup for me. I really like this trade. But I actually ended up closing at a 1 to 3 once ES took Asia high, because that was pretty much my draw for the day. So I didn't expect much higher off of that. So I closed at a 1 to 3 once ES took Asia high here. So because we also had the 4-hour gap that we could reject off of to go lower right above. I could have held a runner, not sure why I didn't, but still really good trade. About 1 to 3, really good 10 a.m. open low. And that's what I took. That's pretty much it for the day. Yeah, here are the two trades. So first trade, it's too early. Should have waited for this. Much better. And we hit this 4-hour gap up here. So from there, maybe we do come lower now. But we'll see what we do from there. And I'll see you in the next one. Okay, later.